blast doors at the top, creating man-made radioactive volcanoes and leaving molten craters and showering the area with radioactive particles. Even a small nuclear exchange would create firestorms and wreck the planet's atmosphere. Simulations show that it would only take 115 kiloton bombs to destroy more than a quarter of the Earth's ozone layer in just 2 years. Protective gases in the atmosphere would drop, letting through harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. The climate change would be unprecedented, and the world would shut down. Now imagine what 14,000 nukes would do. It would be a game over, even if a single missile never left a silo. In the water, nuclear weapons carried by submarines could create massive tsunamis, depending on how close to the surface or how close to the seafloor they were. It's possible that massive earthquakes and tsunamis could be triggered by such a powerful explosion. If it was only one nuclear warhead, it might not be as catastrophic. The U.S. Navy has 18 Ohio-class submarines which are capable of carrying 24 missiles, which can be configured with a maximum of 8 nuclear warheads. If you do the math, you understand how powerful a blast could be underwater. Imagine 18 submarines exploding underwater in different parts of the world at a force of nearly 230 megatons each, and this is just the U.S. Navy. But what if we took all the nuclear warheads in the world and put them in one place and detonated them? Not all warheads have the same yield, so it might be impossible to say exactly how much explosive power we would end up with. But if you consider that the average nuke is between 750 kilotons to 1.2 megatons, you would still have a large blast somewhere in the 15,000 megaton range or more. It's hard to even imagine such an explosion, which would be massive, and the light from it would travel through space. The crater left from the explosion would be massive. The amount of radioactivity that it would spread would end life as we know it in just days, depending on where the explosion was. The explosion might cause a massive tectonic plate movement, and there would be massive earthquakes and volcanoes as a chain reaction across the planet began after the explosion. All of that sounds really scary. Of course, there really isn't any way of knowing